Within the public sector, the biggest challenge is how do you achieve massive budget savings?
The Delta service can have a big impact on reducing costs and achieving value for money for the buying community.
Tools like e-auctions can create real savings.
Procurement must be used as a key enabler to deliver efficient government.
Customers have told me that collaboration is vital.
Ultimately, Delta is a community building tool.
BIP started 26 years ago. It started to, or its whole rationale was to be there for the buyer and the supplier to serve both parts of the community around public procurement, helping the tendering process, helping buyers achieve best value for money. Without innovation, you won't make real savings. Not the savings that this government needs of around 25%. It's not about doing the same things, it's about doing things differently to achieve better outcomes for all. BIP can be a communication channel for government. Because of the massive public sector and private sector audience that we serve, not only can the communications of government be translated through our medium, but also we can release new ideas. We can engage with both sides of the community, the buyer and the supplier, to come up with those ideas, to allow those ideas to achieve energy within the marketplace.
The new Delta system is broken down to three major parts. There's the contract manager, supplier manager, and tender manager. These come together to form the entire system. Within the tender manager, there's the ability to create and transmit and manage your calls for competition or tenders, notices. Then you can move on to doing dynamic pre-qualifications or shortlisting processes, which includes an automated evaluation tool. From there, you can then move on to the actual tender box, which allows you to receive and disseminate commercially sensitive and possibly legally binding information.
One of the main features that customers were looking for was the ability to create some flexible questionnaires within the e-sourcing tool, whether it be at pre-qualification stage of the tender exercise or invitation to tender. What we have done is we have listened to that feedback and we have now created that flexibility online, which allows the customers to either to choose some preset questions that's already been built into the solution, or gives them the flexibility of actually adding some additional questions that's very relevant to the particular tender exercise. So this enables the buyers to actually set evaluation rules for each of the tender exercises, allowed to weight each of the questions, and then everybody in the evaluation panel can actually come online and actually score each of those questions individually.
Delta provides a holistic approach to supplier management and supply chain management. What it allows buyers to do is to achieve value for money by identifying innovative companies.
It's become more and more important that public sector organisations are looking to work collaboratively, either within their own organisation with other departments, or in most instances out with their organisation. By using the collaborative workspaces, it gives them a dedicated area within the e-sourcing tool to enable them to conduct those tender exercises online.
We understand security is important to a business critical product like Delta, so we understand that it's not a one-off task. One of the features that you'll find in the system is an audit log, an audit trail of all the major activity that takes place between the buyer and supplier. Well, additional to the tendering process, you can also run what we call reverse auctions, or the e-auction, which allows you to focus on a particular issue within the tender, such as price. So then you can have a reverse auction on that value and try to drive that down in a dynamic way throughout the tendering process to get the best value for money for your tender.
We introduced the Customer Service Charter as a mark to show how much we appreciate the feedback that we get from our customers. The Charter is very much focusing on how customers, when they come to do business with BIP, what the expectation of standard should be, an understanding if they've got any information to give us, how quickly we'll get back to them on that, how they can contact us, whether by telephone, email, through our Contact Us forms on our online websites.
If the customers are interested in the Delta e-sourcing suite, we do have a team of business development managers who are able to go onto the client site and actually provide a demonstration of the solution on site with the client. When they're doing that, they actually take a sample tender exercise and work through the functionality of the solution so that the customer can actually see the process and how this would actually work for them. We also have a team of internal account executives, and they are able to provide demonstrations of the solution over the phone line via conference calls and using Microsoft Live Meeting.